We are live. This is the market update. This is the Friday. Who are you listening to? Are you bullish enough? What are you going to do now? Who are you listening to? Market update. I'm your host, Bill Noble. Want to know what to do? Want to know which sectors are next? Want to hear about some of our portfolio picks that are doing quite well today from the member area? I'll give you some hints. What kind of charts are you going to need for the future? I got stuff from LuxAlgo that can help you out. Bitcoin, going, gone. You know what? BlackRock has been telling you for 3 days. You know what I love about this market? Not only have they been ignoring BlackRock, right? So this is LuxAlgo on the screen here. That affiliate link is down below. I mean, we're just, members are, not everybody is printing with that stuff. A video is coming soon on how to use it. Right? I've got my own indicators. Videos about that are coming out. BlackRock has been telling you, right? Patreon, right? Where they've been getting the Are You Not Bullish Enough thing for 2 days. That's our $15 offering with podcasts and reports. I'll show an example later. And of course, there's the YouTube membership where we are focused on capital P for portfolios using banter bubbles and TA, right? It's not investment advice, but we're just kind of happily printing away. $5 for cool emojis. The banana emoji is in, right? The banana emoji is there. And for a higher price, you can get portfolio shows, special market updates, AMAs, the works. Now, BlackRock is telling you. They're telling you the big boys are here. The only seller in this market is Uncle Sugar. The second that stops, it's banana zone. And you know what? Uncle Sugar isn't selling altcoins. And now here's what's really funny. As BlackRock is telling you, everybody is giving up on altcoins. Literally, I can feel and see people rage quitting the market. They're rage quitting. I mean, I got a news story where PopCat flipped TIA on the market cap chart. Now, this is not to say anything bad about PopCat, but when you have big memes flipping big tech comes back. Just like back in the day, it used to be XRP and Ethereum flipping each other. XRP flips Ethereum, Ethereum rallies. Ethereum flips XRP, XRP rallies. Memes flip tech. Altcoins, right? Everybody thinks they're dead just because memes are doing good. Everybody in crypto thinks like black or white. It's like, oh, this is going to 1000x and this is going to 0. Or I love this and I hate that. No, it's been a sector rotation game all year, especially on the way up. And it is again. It so is again. So if you want to know what to do, if you want to know what the sectors are, if you want to hear maybe a little bit about the cross-chain report that we dropped at the low yesterday for members, which also had a little bit of LuxAlgo, hey, when to buy. So some picks and some instruction, right? Just share that screen so you can see what that looks like. And then we will dive right in. So, you know, here is what happens. Here is the member area, right? So we got all these sector reports over here. We got the portfolio show, right? That's our big show. And then last night I dropped in the cross-chain report with instructions. All you do is you hit the join button. You see me and co-analyst Toby Ward. Then you got all these incredible emojis. Orange man, for anybody who's into that, and the banana emoji. I have a feeling we may have a full set of banana emojis. You can use those even if you're a $4.99 person. Check it out. Okay, news. Let's go. Oh, I got to welcome who's here. Silly. We have Bob Walsh, a member. Welcome. We have Union Crypto. Caroline, members. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Joe Mike. Welcome to the show. Bull Runner. Today's Tech Bites. Bobby Walsh. NB Sizzle. Welcome. Bobby is a member. The Fuzz Crypto, Rave Song Records, DC Precise, Daniel J, Philip, Alexandra, Yappy, the water guy, welcome. Tybor, Grandpa Rock. Hey, bro, what are you buying? Hey, man, we got that in the member area, but I got some stuff for you here. Don't worry, we got live TA, Patriot Caveman, Litecoin ETF application. Hey, you know what, folks? How about the Everything ETF or the Everything ETN application? Grayscale is going to put the whole market in buckets on the stock exchange. The whole market. Everybody thinks they're just going to like, oh, they're just going to do these three. Oh, then they're just going to do the next three. No, they're going to do everything, man. They're going to do everything. Digital Bobby, Routine Cheese. Somebody has a banana going on in a certain place. Right on. We're all about the banana. More banana emojis may be coming. Okay, news. Let's go. Okay, Chinese. Printing. 20% of the world's economy is in a deflationary spiral and has been for like 2 years. So every time the stock market goes down, they're going to have to print. Period. End of story. They are going to have to print. And that is not going to stop. And if it does, their stock market's going to go down again. So now they've got their credibility on the line. So every time the stocks go down, they have to print. They are in a deflationary spiral. It's actually beginning to affect the economy of their neighbors, a big Eastern European country. So be advised that that is equal to lower rates. And once the sugar, the spending, and the borrowing stops over here, no one's going to be talking about inflation anymore. Meanwhile, back at the BlackRock ranch, for like what, the third or the second of 4 days, BlackRock is bull posting. BlackRock talks with global crypto exchanges, including Binance, to use Buildle token as futures collateral. They're just coming for all of it. BlackRock, to be clear, thinks it can dominate the Bitcoin ETF because big institutions only want to be in if they can dominate. And they want to be able to get assets and securities on chain without having to go through banks. That's why they want that. And then DeFi eventually follows. I mean, if large public figures are doing DeFi, how long do you think it is before major banks follow? DeFi is complicated. That's the barrier to entry. What happens when somebody makes it not complicated? Like deposit your Bitcoin and get 4% or 5%. How long do you think that's going to take? BlackRock is telling you on the regular. And again, with the way investment banks work, do you think this is it? Or do you think they have a huge department of people queuing up this ongoing news flow headed into an election outcome that is capital markets friendly in all likelihood? But they're just going to sit around and go, yeah, I guess we'll just take the day off. We'll just all sit around. No. And the thing that's unbelievable is, as BlackRock bull posts the market, crypto is just asleep. They're not even asleep. They have packed it in and given up. Why do you think I put the banana emoji in there for members? We got to get our banana on, people, because you know what? The B for BlackRock stands for banana. They are after it. Okay, so Doge is up 10% as a major tech entrepreneur touts the Department of Govy efficiency. Okay, so just a brief reminder of what this individual did when he took over a major social media company. Okay, he said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to lay off everybody. We're going to keep the engineers and sales leadership and everybody else go. In kind of a harsh way. It actually made me look at him in a different light. The car company layoffs recently were also just brutal. Okay, this guy lets all these people go. All that sugar disappears. All that printing, all that government spending stops. and then you have huge amounts of people out of work, that brings in the Fed. The Fed looks at this and goes, oh my God, forget the partisanship, man. We got to get money in the system. We may have to put money in the system before this happens, because you could have a spending contraction now. I mean, if you looked at the numbers for the event next month, and you looked at this guy talking in Pennsylvania, and you worked for Uncle Sugar, are you going to go and have a blowout Christmas on your credit cards? No, 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 no. This brings in high-powered money. So that means inflation is not a problem. Deflation is the problem. The Chinese have to inject money, and so do we, just to keep everything from falling out of bed. And you don't believe me, that's okay. You don't have to believe me. Just look at the price of silver, up 4% today. I could sit here and bull post silver, and that would just take care of the whole crypto thesis. That takes care of everything I'm saying. I just gave you the sort of elaborate explanation because you know what? I've been saying this for 3 days, and now it's getting picked up in the media. And there are headlines like, wow, you know, like certain talk show hosts that have ideologies opposite of this, you know, they're going, wow, you know, this could really happen. People, this is happening. This is happening. Okay. This is happening. Singapore's largest bank launches blockchain-enabled banking. Nothing to see here. Probably nothing, you know. Solana meme coin Popcat flips TIA. Good for Popcat. Good for anybody who held it. 1.3 billion for a cat. That's good. You know what? Because that means 1.3 billion for a major blockchain project. When you have, you know, I don't know, 7 tech stocks trading over $1 trillion in market cap, this means there can be a catch-up rally, and people are convinced. Like, I can't even talk to people about it anymore. I go, hey, yeah, let's talk about crypto. Let's talk about tech. Toby Ward's the same thing. She's like, hey, no one listening. Now you have no one listening. There's no one listening, and then there's no one listening and rage quitting going on at the same time because they think it's a one-coin market. I mean, GOAT looks like a one-coin market. Right? The market was just going to, every time the market goes down, it looks horrible. It torments you, right? GOAT's going up and everything else goes down for 2 days. No one listens to anything. And I get that. People are disgusted, but that's what a low looks like. You want to know what a low looks like? It's cat memes over tech. 1.3 billion. That's what a low looks like, because everybody who's doing this is having a party, and everybody who's doing this is just, they want to quit. This makes people want to quit, which, of course, anybody that's listening to me shout into this microphone 4 days a week, plus in the member area, grabbing our altcoins, laughing all the way to the bank. BitDeer, okay? I had the chart in the deck. Hey, look at this, an energy-efficient Bitcoin mining chip. Wait, I thought Bitcoin mining was dead. I didn't think their business model was going to work, right? They were just going to roll over and say, well, I guess the Bitcoin halving has come around and we'll just sit here and make less money. No, not at all. Not at all. Oh my God, Rudy Roo is back. Holy cow. Sir, you're never too late. You're never too early. You are right on time. Welcome. Bitcoin miners are going to be takeover targets in 12 months. Where are you going to get all the Bitcoin? They're going to be in AI. They're going to be in energy. Yes, not every Bitcoin miner is going to be able to figure out the fundamentals. But guess what? You watching crypto-related equities over the last 3 days? Selling altcoins with reckless abandon and people rage quitting. Rage quitting. And crypto equities up only for like 3 days in a row. Like MicroStrategy went up only and then it corrected. And then everything else just keeps going up. Riot blockchain is up like 12% today. Probably nothing. Okay, BRICS. BRICS has like a little payment system going on. Just a casual reminder that green fiat just needs to go lower. It just needs to go lower. It doesn't need to disappear. It may be orderly. It may be disorderly. Actually, orderly is better, right? Because then it gives Bitcoin, gold, and silver, you know, it gives it time to just sort of trend higher in a healthy way, right? You don't want anything that creates an emergency, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen, especially when Elon starts handing out pink paper. I mean, why Liberty will win. Okay, you know what? I don't care who you like next month. I don't care, right? Theoretically, you could have the same people controlling both of them. You don't know. You don't know. I mean, I don't think that's the case, but it could be because you could have people donating to both of them. Here's the thing. You want to know how Liberty wins? 100K Bitcoin. Want to know how Liberty wins? $1 trillion total altcoin market cap. I am so tired of altcoin being a dirty word. Altcoins are tech stocks. Not every tech stock makes it, but everybody keeps forgetting that with altcoins, you could have a new Magnificent 7 or a new Nifty 50. That's the oldest school equity term ever. You could have a Nifty 50, right? Everyone's like, well, there's 25,000 altcoins at 25,000 meme coins a day and blah, 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 blah. Liberty is 100K Bitcoin. Liberty is altcoins and the tech projects and the AI in the blockchain making it, making the world better, making your life better. That's why crypto on a thumb drive, crypto on Coinbase, crypto on a hot wallet in MetaMask or Phantom. Get a bag packed. It's the Liberty bag, right? The election isn't on one day. The election is every day in the market. The market is freedom, which is why I want you to get over there in that member area. 1 in 4 voters are worried about inflation. Okay, well, you know, the grocery store is a nightmare. Somebody sent me a message in Patreon that says he went to a concert and they charged him $13 for 2 bottles of water. Yeah, that's called price gouging. And you know what? That ends if the sugar stops. Trust me, right? The battery-powered car executive changes the unemployment number. You're going to walk into Walmart and you're going to see 33% more for 15% less on every package. Trust me. Okay? That will change in a big hurry. Just like everything changed in China when that stock market dropped far enough. Now, here's a interesting little thing. I live in Texas, so if you drive outside the city, you'll see John Deere everywhere. Okay? They make tractors. And they're moving their facilities from the U.S. and they're moving it south of the border. Okay, now that's not entirely uncommon, but John Deere is considered incredibly American, right? Especially down here. So they are going to, they're going to have 300 in Iowa, and the total for this year is 2,100 guys who make tractors not going to be working anymore. Let me ask you something. How many tractor companies are out there? Where are these people going to go? I've been at Wall Street where every Wall Street firm lets 5% go. Where does anybody go at that point? Now, this is sad and no one wants to talk about it, but this kind of stuff, this is the problem. Inflation is known and everybody's waiting for inflation to reignite. I don't know. That's possible, I guess. But what happens if this is the problem? And what happens if that brings in high-powered money? What happens if that's a message of silver and gold? What happens? Okay. Okay. So to tell you how messed up people are, Bitcoin price set to break out of 7-month slump as Bitcoin ETFs hit $65 billion record, and Bitcoin bears could turn giddy at the prospect of sub 60K Bitcoin. Bulls and bears mixing it up in a confined space. Once the breakout happens, you have epic trends. Everyone's caught in the range. Everyone's trading the range. Everyone's trying to get the 2K move. You know, watch your gurus like 67 Bitcoin, 63 Bitcoin, blah, 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 blah. Where should you be? Well, you should be in Patreon, should be on the market update, should like and subscribe to the channel, right? Help us out. Smash the like button. Get some altcoin picks. Get them while they're down. Don't get them while they're hot. Get them before they're hot. That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? I'm literally like, me and the Eagle King are cranking this out. Toby Ward, just cranking it out. We put out cross-chain yesterday, layer 2s at the lows. Some of that stuff's up 5-6% today alone. Bitcoin supply on exchanges hits 5-year low. Yeah, as my famous short video goes, there is no more Bitcoin. Everyone's like, ooh, they're selling the Silk Road. Ooh, Mt. Gox selling. Everyone's all about the selling, selling, selling. You know what, folks? That pile, however much it is, I don't know, $5-6 billion. Yeah, that's it, people. I don't care how many billions it is. If BlackRock wants to dominate and every pension fund has to rotate from tech stocks or stocks in general, which could, you know, I don't know. Stocks are uninteresting in either if you have new inflation or new employment problems, either one, stocks are uninteresting. They're uninteresting, right? Slower economic growth brings in the Fed, which brings in Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin staking, DeFi for Bitcoin. Deposit your Bitcoin with us and get an interest rate. I know it is super boring. The AI-generated GOAT token is more fun. But what happens if everybody comes in to do this all at once? One thing everybody thinks about Wall Street is they're all super geniuses, right? They've all got it figured out. They all get in early. You know, no, it's the biggest stampeding herd there is. One guy gets in, everyone sits around and they look and they go, oh, that's nice. And then they have to FOMO in, right? Like if you have to FOMO in, okay, well, you know, you have to FOMO in, you can just press the green button, right? By the way, which is an emoji. So members, please hit the green button and the banana emoji to show everybody how cool that is, right? You can hit the green button. Institutions, when they have to start FOMOing into strategies, right. It just won't stop. Okay, so we're probably going to have to talk about this guy and take the risk. There is an idea, okay? There are ideas out there that he is not fully priced into the market yet. And there are also ideas that this went from a close thing to a not close thing. You know, the guys at Bloomberg are trying to, you know, give her some ideas. Folks, if it's not close, if it is close, okay, it's close. But if it's not close, this is important. If it's not close, then you get something called a mandate. You get a mandate. In other words, that means the people are like, you know what, dude? Whatever it is you've been talking about, we want you to go do it right now. That's a mandate. Now, if that's what happens, that is not priced into the market. It is not priced in on Bitcoin. Not at all. Oh my God. Rudy is so back. ZRW97, a member. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. All right. Randall is here. Jessica hitting the green button. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to be more popular. The green button or the bananas. We may have to get insane with the bananas. Okay, so VRA, and there's a lot of stuff that looks like this. So Rudy has company. Everything looks something like this, except for the stuff that rallied like Sui, right? Sui, Popcat, Sui, Popcat, Ohm, share screen. Okay. Thank you. So this is the discount zone from LuxAlgo. LuxAlgo stands for algorithm. So that means they help you figure out where you are in a range. So VRA is sitting there on top of a discount zone. and a VRA ever broke out, which it hasn't done yet, but if it ever did, you could get, you could get 100% rally. Right. So, I mean, the market is in a place where, LuxAlgo is defining, kind of the risk, right? At its worst, it traded down here. So your risk is 20% on the downside and your gain is 100% on the upside. And that's everywhere. That's absolutely everywhere. Right. So, yeah, I mean, Rudy did you all a favor by bringing that up. Because, like we have filled up the member area on YouTube, and it's also, some of it is in the Patreon store. If anybody wants to shop a la carte, the portfolio isn't, but some of the sector stuff is. I mean, there's a coin in the portfolio up 17% today. Okay, Hang Seng. Up to the premium zone, back to equilibrium, the Chinese print. This is Hong Kong equities. Up only, disappointment, print. Up only, disappointment, print. We did it for 15 years. Dollar DXY, green fiat. Okay, so it's at equilibrium. Everybody got short and got squeezed out. Everybody thinks the capital markets friendly outcome is green fiat friendly. I disagree. Okay, patriotism does not have anything to do with the value of the paper, right? If they have to cut spending and lower rates in like almost an emergency fashion, okay, that might be good in the short term, but this has to go lower, especially if they're going to start doing stuff with tariffs. It has to go lower. Now, they don't want it to go lower in a disorderly fashion, but the fact that, certain economic advisors who used to work for Soros have brought this up. They know how hard and how fast this could go down if it gets disorderly. Like Bitcoin is doing just fine. What happens if this unwinds itself and goes back down again? You thought about that? Meanwhile, back at the precious metals ranch, silver doesn't care. What will be the first instrument to go through the premium zone on a daily chart? Because that's worth having LuxAlgo just to know that. But, we got you covered on the stream, right? This thing can just go and go and go if it gets through this premium zone, and LuxAlgo is coming in, buying it today. Okay. BTDR, this is the Bitcoin mining chip company. Okay. LuxAlgo buy signal. Look at them give up down here. Look at them give up over here. I mean, they gave up last year and they gave up this year almost at the exact same time. Because after all, who needs chips for mining rigs? No one needs that. Ondo. Hey, remember how this was like, I know this and Ohm are like, they were like, oh, this is the BlackRock coin. Abandoned, right? Left by the side of the road for Goatcoin. Left by the side of the road for Goatcoin. Why is it that nobody is trading real world assets? I don't understand. And BlackRock is on the tape. True Finance. Okay. Not super sexy, right? But it's finance. It's lending, right? It's lending. And it's sitting on its discount zone. Like nothing has happened. It's up 6% today. Nothing is happening here. Nothing. Everyone's like, oh my God, the market's up. I've missed out. No, you haven't. You have missed absolutely nothing, which is why me and the Eagle King and Toby, or I should say Toby, me, and the Eagle King, or I should say Eagle King, me, and Toby are online screaming, filling this member area up with stuff going, oh my God, please get involved. Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is at the premium zone. Like, are altcoins ever going to wake up, or is this thing just going to become a gigantic beast? I'm actually okay either way, right? Because this could pull the whole system up. But can you imagine the catch-up rally? Again, Bitcoin goes to 80, and then all these altcoins just smoke higher and catch up. Degen. right? A meme coin connected to decentralized social media. Well, I guess we don't need that, right? Come on, man. This thing got destroyed during the correction. Destroyed. Comes back, gets listed on Coinbase, comes back to the top end of the range. You know, most of this market, like LuxAlgo in the discount and premium zone, I mean, it's like money, right? The link is down below. But you know what? Most of this market you could trade with like the first 20 pages of a 400-page textbook for TA. Head and shoulders bottom, square bases, you know, support resistance flips, meaning you break out, come back and retest. The high is now the low, or the resistance is now support. This could go up 138% if it gets to the max LuxAlgo buy target from this signal down here. Oh, yeah, by the way, at the low. Doge. Gee, this looked, just imagine you can't see this. This was doing nothing. Nothing. For how long? For like 11 days? Like it went up, everything looked great, and they just dropped it. This is so typical of the right shoulder on a head and shoulders bottom. A head and shoulders bottom is 3 attempts to take the market down. On the 3rd attempt, the bears are angry and the bulls are discouraged. So they either hammer it relentlessly, which they did here, and after they hammer it, in this case, then they board you for like 12 days or more. They just let it sit there and you didn't pay any attention to it. And if you were long it, you were annoyed because all these other meme coins were going up. This is what bull markets do to you. And you know what? Since I've started talking about this, it actually gets worse every day. Meaning people are just like, I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm going to stay positive. I can't stay positive. Like the stuff I own doesn't rally. The stuff I don't own goes up. You know, some AI creates Goatcoin. It goes to $400 million. Meanwhile, I can't get anything I have to rally. It's infuriating. And that is how a gigantic bull market creates itself. There was an old guy named Jim Grant back 2008, right? After, you know, basically he said, from great pain comes great opportunity, right? The more pain that there is, the bigger the opportunity. And in this case, you know, the more awful it seems at the low, the more incredible the capital markets friendly outcome could be. Because we're all still stuck in, oh, you know, altcoins are dead. They have no value. Inflation's going to come back. You know, it's all about stocks, right? Retail's got 50% of their money invested in stocks and there's no crypto. I mean, they got crypto. They have crypto accounts, but their net worth is in equities. And what's going to happen when they go and flip around and go, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm going to get some Bitcoin. Oh, there's no Bitcoin on the exchanges. Oh, okay. Let me go get the Bitcoin ETF. Why do you think the institutions are loading up on the Bitcoin ETF? If you're like an OTC desk or you're like a bank and you're able to hold the Bitcoin ETF in inventory, that way, when giant pension funds come in and want to buy huge amounts, you have inventory to sell them. Why do you think they're incessantly hoovering this stuff up? When huge players have to come in and get it and they call you, you better have it. You better have it, right? You can't miss it. Nobody, there's like 6 different people, 6 different entities that can't miss this. Retail, macro hedge funds, crypto hedge funds, mutual funds, pension funds, broker dealers, you know, crypto exchanges, crypto OTC desks. I mean, is there anybody who doesn't need it? Fill in the blank on the crypto. Right? Seriously. Pepe. Well, it's like Doge doing nothing. I think Pepe could be the key to wake up ETH. Something's got to wake up ETH. PAAL, we've discussed it in the member area. 107% away from equilibrium. 107% away from balance. An AI bot store. Eigen, DeFi, square range like synthetics back in 2020. HUT8. What was HUT8 doing a week and a half ago? Nothing. Nothing. What's it doing now? It's up 12% today. That's what it's doing. Base memes, higher. It's at $100 million market cap and literally vaporized and went to zero. Now it's back. Like anyone who's into the base ecosystem, yeah, they've already got that. That's been like multiple Xing for a month. And no one's paying attention because that's what happened last year. Everybody is just down, down, down. Rune, cross-chain, cup and handle. Guess we don't need cross-chain. I mean, this is because Solana hasn't moved. But what happens if stuff like this wakes up? Or if some other layer 2 or some other cross-chain product wakes up? Right? I mean, did you know there was a SUI launch pad? You would if you were in the member area and you got that cross-chain report yesterday. That's 1,000 on the market cap chart, by the way. QR code's right there. You know, it's every time the market goes up like this, it gets a little bit easier to remind people that, hey, now is the time. Okay, someone was asking for GFI. You know, members get priority on comments. And, you know, one day there will be not only a portfolio show, but member market updates and AMA. I also plan on putting that kind of stuff in Patreon as well. Okay, so GFI, again, lending on the blockchain, sitting here below equilibrium in a downward sloping wedge. Share screen. So what's this doing? Looks like people are giving up. Really, it looks like people are just packing it in. You can see the red on red start to form. You know, if you go to like, say, a 4-hour chart, okay, you know, this low in price has not been confirmed by this low here. So you have a bullish divergence. Right, and you have one LuxAlgo buy signal here, and you're in the discount zone. I mean, I don't understand why these hot DeFi and RWA plays are getting just pushed away. They're getting pushed away, right? Okay, so there's your GOAT token at 420 million. More power to them. Okay, someone's asking for Doomer. I don't know anything about this. I know they had Boomer on base. All these things are waking up, right? You don't want to see this spike fail, but this has a 1 million market cap. All right, I can't put stuff like, I mean, I'm happy to help you out, but you get the idea about what's going on here. Like, you know, if somebody either can't buy it, doesn't know it exists, or hates it, it's probably going up, because that's how bull markets work. I don't know it. I don't understand it. I don't like it. Boom. Okay, so 0x0. So, you know, fundamentally, this has some appeal to it, because it's AI and privacy. Obviously, it's not doing anything. So obviously, now would be the time to take a look at it. I mean, it's great to come on for YouTube, folks, and be like, yeah, everything's up, let's go. But where you really want to be like, yeah, let's go, and put altcoin reports, sector reports in the Patreon store, in YouTube, membership area, it's now when it's down, when it's not doing anything. I mean, on 0x0, you see these wicks. I mean, who do you think I'm the only person who understands that this thing is near its discount zone? I mean, not everything's going to make it. Not everything's going to go to the moon. But this stuff was good, right? I mean, my co-host, Toby Ward, is like, yeah, everything is minimally going to unwind and go to its May high. This is at 12 cents. The May high in this is 41 cents. And she says pretty much everything is going to go to 52 cents. I'm sorry, is going to take out its March high. And you know what would be totally hysterical? If one day, and I'm not necessarily saying it about this coin, right? But what would happen if what all this really was this? You want some live TA? I'll give you some live TA. What would happen if everything in the market looked like this by the time it was all said and done? Is if you looked back at this range or this correction that we were in and said, wow, remember when we were all bearish? Remember when we wouldn't touch it? Remember when we were all wound up? When the 2-month correction turned out to be a 7-month correction and we all gave up, and then it was generational, a generational low. What do you want to live with that? Do you want to be in crypto, whether you've been in crypto 5 years or 5 minutes? Do you want to live with like saying, oh yeah, I give up here? You don't give up here. I mean, you know, if something terrible happens, all right. I mean, something terrible can always happen. I mean, you give up down here. That's where you give up. It'd be like, okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. Okay. But, you know, if it's this, premium zone on this is 50 cents. It's currently trading at 12. This is not when you give up. Right. I mean, I could be wrong here. I don't care. I don't care. It's like, okay, I said, if I'm wrong, we can have the Bills the Dummy stream and I'll wear a dunce hat. Steve J is here, right? I am trying to tell people, and people in Patreon get it. People in the YouTube membership, I can tell by the viewership. I can tell by the viewers of the report of the portfolio show. But only 20 people looked at the sector report. I understand. It's like you're discouraged. I get it. Aave. Okay, LuxAlgo was back in buying this a couple days ago. As with all momentum systems, they buy the big rally. They buy the rally. It corrects. And then it's off to the races, right? 176 is probably your target. It's probably your target. Okay. Let me make sure I'm looking to check my members. Union Crypto is looking at Polygon and Cardano. Okay. So, Unhinged Crypto as a group, Toby Ward is really in the layer 2s, kind of has been for a while. Matic is 28% away. Matic hasn't necessarily showed up on our radar, but I don't think layer 2s are done by any stretch of the imagination. Matter of fact, if ETH's got problems, layer 2s could wake up and start accruing value. I don't know yet. I'm inclined to not give up on anything that's sitting on top of the discount zone. Like I'm inclined not to give up. Now, is there probably more money to be made elsewhere? Yeah, probably. Right. We got a bunch of layer 2s, both in the report yesterday and in the portfolio report. You know, there's more upside in layer 2s. I don't see any point in quitting now, even though I'm sure it's infuriating. Okay. You know, Cardano, boring, right? But it still is a complex head and shoulders bottom. And it's 50% to the premium zone. So, you know, is this exciting? Is this like a thrill a minute? Well, ETH is not a thrill a minute either, right? I don't know if ETH is the new Cardano. I'm inclined. I mean, if you have the position and you have a better idea, please do it. I think there are better ideas, but this could still go up 50%, right? There are coins that probably will do better, right? BEAM. One day somebody will have to explain to me the difference between BEAM and BEAMX. Okay, BEAM. Again, 23% to go to equilibrium and a really nice breakout from a bullish downward sloping wedge. Strange retest. See the money pouring in as it goes up. See how they gave up down here in the summer? I mean, everything looks like this. Steve was asking for Aave versus Bitcoin. By the way, Steve's been into Bitcoin before you got into crypto. Okay, so I would say with this, I don't know. I can't find where the support is. Okay. Equilibrium is actually below the market for Aave BTC, but it looks like everybody is favoring BTC instead of Aave. So we'll see. Right? I think Aave by itself is going to do quite good. Quite good. Okay. Bobby wants FEFE. Okay, well, whatever this is, it got to its LuxAlgo premium zone. So I'm always asking people, you know, once something gets to its premium zone, I did a video called When to Sell. Now, if this just keeps going and becomes one of the cryptos that blows through its premium zone, well, great. Then that means it's epic. But I have been telling people, don't be afraid to rotate profits from big trades that get to their premium zone and rotate it into something that hasn't moved yet. Like, don't be afraid to do it. Don't be afraid to do it. Okay, Alan is here. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Okay, let's see what else. What else is jumping off the screen here? Let's go to big memes. Okay, Bonk. Goodness. You know, this stuff like leverage Solana. I mean, this has got the neckline with the upward sloping neck, the head and shoulders with the upward sloping neckline. You know, with Solana, you know what I can feel with Solana? I can feel hesitation. You know how Solana used to just be like, it would start going up, it would just rip. Now it feels like, it goes up and people go, is it going to make it? Is it going to hold? Right? And then what happens one day when all of that disappears? Okay, Celer, CELR. That's versus the euro. Okay, again, like so many coins, you know what I'm saying? In this like rangy, head and shoulders-ish, triangle-ish, base-ish, used to be a lot higher-ish, right? If it comes out of this range, it can go up the same way it went down, no matter what it is, right? Quas the kid said, my bags are packed, put the charts away. All right, well, I don't want to put them totally away because it is LuxAlgo stuff, but I get the point, man. It's like, look, you gotta take a shot, right? Somebody's looking at the Coinbase meme coins, right? I don't know if IO is. It is. Okay. I mean, you realize that, the YouTube member area started with a Coinbase portfolio. Like everything that, we went through, everything that came out on Banter Bubbles and LuxAlgo, QR code is here. Everything was traded on Coinbase. Not everything, but most of it was traded on Coinbase. I mean, what do you think is going to happen when the normie world gets there? What do you think is going to happen? You know, they're going to turn on my show. They're going to join the member area. They're going to go, wow, we could buy 20 coins on Coinbase and just walk away. This is at its equilibrium zone on a tactical chart. You know, this went all the way up and then corrected. LuxAlgo came in yesterday. You know, Well is another Coinbase coin, I think. Okay. So again, this one's at its premium zone. So if it breaks the premium zone, it's going to go up. If it's up 14% and it doesn't break the premium zone, then maybe it's a rotation trade. But there are Coinbase and base coins that are absolutely freaking smoking. They're smoking, right? And no one's paying attention. See, that's the point. If everybody was like, oh my God, Bill, you know, tell me about, no one's paying attention. No one. I mean, you guys are paying attention. I love you guys. You're paying attention. By the way, this show is brought to you by the Patreon members, the YouTube members. You guys keep it going. There's 3 people here. We appreciate you. We appreciate your business. Okay, Ribbon Finance. Again, you know, shoulders, heads, shoulders, triangles, bases. It's at equilibrium, right? It's just kind of balanced here. But just, I mean, like when you zoom out on these things, I mean, what, you're going to give up now or you're going to get in, right? I mean, get a fundamental report on something from back in earlier in the year. And unless something has changed with the project, what's everyone doing? I mean, look at people just packing it in on this. Look at this. You know, everybody came in and everyone's just out. Is there anyone left to be out? Is there anyone left to be out? Trisha is here. Welcome. Right? Trisha is here. Welcome to the show. Right? Welcome to the show. By the way, just so you know, down here at the bottom of the chat, you can join by hitting that dollar icon. So, hey, come on in, get the banana emoji, right? Get the pics, and let's get busy. Let's do it. Okay, I'm wrapping this up. Listen up. It's time, right? How much time have we got before a crypto-friendly asset, a crypto-friendly universe potentially gets priced in? I'm getting to the point where I just don't care what weird things happen out there. I don't. I mean, I think it's Bitcoin either way. And I think if you have large public figures doing DeFi projects and those people get elected, it may be safe to say that you're not going to have regulators coming down on altcoins. Just saying. Like, no one has figured out, I don't think anyone is talking about how if a public figure has a DeFi project, has an altcoin, that regulators are going to get appointed to attack altcoins? I don't think so. Is that priced into the market? No. Because everyone's trading GOAT, which is, again, GOAT is fine. I know the guys, I know some like GOAT men, they are after it. I hope it goes to $1 billion for those guys. But no one's trading anything resembling the big picture. Gold, silver, you know, deflation, problems with employment, central bank policy error, need for new money, need for AI and blockchain as the only way to make AI work. Where is everybody? Now you're here, so stay here. Stay here. I just want to extend how much I appreciate everybody who watches the show, everybody who hits the like button, right? If you got no money, we got 2 free channels and you can hit the like button, right? So support the channel, hit the like button, get in the member area, and most importantly, Get ready for something epic to happen next month. If it happens and you're not there, you will never forgive yourself, right? Rudy with the super chat. We appreciate that. Come on, see us. We will see you next week.